Ooh, it's a long one. Okay, I gotta move this down here. No hay mal que por bien no venga. It's a very long one, but you'll see what it means. I'll let you know for sure. No hay mal que por bien no venga. No hay mal que por bien no venga. Do you know the meaning of this phrase? This is like a saying, a common saying in Spanish. If you want to sound more natural, more like a native Spanish speaker, then you can learn this phrase because it will make you sound like you know Spanish. So this saying, this phrase means, let's see what it means. This means, or it's similar to, so, it's not a literal translation, but it means, or it's similar to a blessing in disguise. So sometimes you have something happening and something happens, you're like, oh my God, that's a bummer. But it ended up being a blessing in disguise. We could be talking about trips. We could be talking about just in general situations that are not too good, but ended up being actually good. Phew, it's good. A blessing in disguise. Very common. It's not a literal translation, as I said before, because just let me tell you what the whole phrase means. No hay, this phrase here, just by itself, no hay means there isn't, or there aren't. There isn't, there aren't. No hay naranjas, there are not oranges at home, for example, en casa, right? Or no hay dinero, there's no money, or there isn't money, right? There's no something, or there isn't something. Okay, mal, it has a few meanings, mal, but it means bad, or in some situations it can mean wrong. For example, estás mal, you're wrong. Okay. So, or que mal, that's bad. Okay, so that expression there, que mal, que mal. It's similar to saying, oh, that sucks, that's bad, okay? Que literally means what? Que? Well, if you want it to be a question, then you need to add the you need to add the accent mark, and also the interrogation, I forgot interrogation characters, symbols. My God, I forgot the meaning of that. I mean, the word. I don't know why. But que means what, and also that, not as in, I want that. It's more like, that as in que. I want, I'm just trying to think of an example. It's not that doesn't work. It's not que. So que, as I said before, it means that. And also, man, it can mean a bunch of things now that I'm looking at the meaning. So just let me, for example, I can say, tenga en cuenta que algunas de estas características son diferentes. Note that some of these characteristics are different. So, note that, for example, that you need que, okay, for that situation, particular situation. I know it's not an easy example that I shared, but que has some meanings for sure. Anyways, let's move on. Por means for, and it sometimes means by or because of. Okay, so it depends on the situation. It has quite a few meanings. Bien is the opposite of mal. Bien means good or well, okay? No, you know what that means. No means no. No, no, no. It's a different pronunciation. No, no, right? And no can mean will not or don't or do not, okay? So it's very versatile as well. Venga, venga, it can be an expression, but it means to come, okay? It comes from the verb venir, which means to come, okay? So it's just, venga, it's conjugated, the verb venir conjugated, okay? And it means to come. ¿Vas a venir? Are you going to come here? Okay. So venir is another great Spanish verb that we will talk about in the future. But anyways, we are not talking about literal translation here. We no. The whole combo. We want the whole combo. No hay mal que por bien no venga. A blessing in disguise. So let's look at some examples using this phrase. Okay. Oops. Okay, there's going to be a lot of text here. Aunque perdí mi trabajo, aunque, that's a great word in Spanish. Aunque perdí mi trabajo, ahora tengo más tiempo para mi familia. Aunque perdí mi trabajo, ahora tengo más tiempo para mi familia. So I love that. I love that. This person is going through something rough, tough, but this person is also positive about the situation. You know, bad things happen, but you have to stay positive. That's always something good to remember. Okay, so let's see the meaning. Let's look at the meaning of this sentence. Oh, there's more. Oh, of course. No hay mal que por bien no venga. So this person is saying the phrase that we're learning at the end. So that is a common thing to do, right? So you say your sentence, whatever you want to say, and then you can end up the sentence with no hay mal que por bien no venga. Okay, so this whole thing means, although I lost my job, I have now, I don't know why it's the opposite, I now have more time for my family. It's a blessing in disguise. I now have more time for my family. It's a blessing in disguise. So let's break this down. It's a long sentence, I know, but we will break it down. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Okay. Aunque, 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 aunque. Aunque. Aunque means although. Okay. Aunque. Although. Yo perdí. We don't need yo. We need perdí. That's the verb. It comes from the verb perder, to lose. Okay. Perder can be used in different situations, but essentially it means to lose. Okay. So, aunque perdí, this is present tense, past tense. When you say, perdí mi trabajo, that whole sentence means I lost my job. Okay. So if you just want to say that, I lost my job, you can just say perdí mi trabajo. Perdí mi trabajo. Okay. Perdí mi trabajo. I lost my job. Ahora is another great word that means now. Okay. Ahora. Yo tengo. Okay, we don't have yo again. Remember, we don't say personal pronouns in Spanish that often. So if sometimes we don't even say them at all. But if you want to be specific, you can say it at the beginning and then don't, okay? So, ahora tengo, ahora yo tengo, essentially that's what you're saying. Now I have. Tengo means I have. Tengo dinero. I have money. No tengo dinero. I don't have money. Tengo una casa. I have a house. Okay, so tengo is a great, it sounds like you're saying tango, but we're not talking about tango here. We're not talking about dancing. We're talking about having, okay? Tengo, I have. Más, más means more, okay? ¿Quieres más comida? Do you want more food? Okay, so más is more, more. In this situation, we have more time, más tiempo, okay? Más tiempo, more time. Okay, para means for. Esto es para ti. This is for you. Okay, so para means for. Me means my. Familia, familia, family. Familia, la familia, family. No, well, the whole phrase, no hay mal que por bien no venga. It's a blessing in disguise. Okay, so that is a great sentence and great example as well to be able to understand how to use the phrase no hay mal que por bien no venga. Okay? Excellent. So now we will talk about, we will look at another example. And please just leave your questions. You can ask me anything about what we're learning at any point. I will just look at I will answer the question. So don't worry. Okay. So the next example, let's see what we have here. The next example is no haber ido al viaje fue lo mejor. Okay? No haber ido al viaje fue lo mejor. Why? Porque hubo una tormenta. Porque hubo una tormenta. Okay? No hay mal que por bien no venga. No hay mal que por bien no venga. Excellent. So, do you know the meaning of this? Do you know the meaning of this? Okay, let's see the meaning. Not going on the trip was the best thing because there was a storm. It was a blessing in disguise. Not going to the trip, on a trip, was the best thing because there was a storm. It was a blessing in disguise. Yeah, bad weather can ruin trips. Now, you cannot see the whole translation. Sorry about that. There it is. There it is. So now let's break this down. Let's see what this, how this whole paragraph almost works. Okay? So let's see. No haber ido. Haber is a great verb in Spanish, and it's used often. It's, it can be complicated, but because it has some uses. But let's break this down. No, sorry about that. No can mean not, don't, no, won't. Okay, so a bunch of different things. So in this situation, it means not. Okay, no haber ido, this whole phrase here, no haber ido, not going on the trip or not going to the trip, okay? Al viaje means, sorry, I didn't include that. Al viaje means trip, to the trip. Al comes from a él, okay? Two words, but we don't have a él in Spanish. We just make it one. Al, okay? Al viaje, to the trip. That's the literal translation. Fue is great because fue means was, okay? El viaje fue bonito, hermoso. The trip was beautiful. Okay. I don't know, maybe you went to some fancy place and everything was beautiful, or you went to, I don't know, you were camping at some point and you enjoyed nature. So it's just you're just saying that the trip was great, pretty much. Fue lo mejor. Lo means a bunch of things too. Lo in this situation means it refers to it, okay? It, but it can mean him, it can mean you, polite you. Lo is a pronoun, okay? So it also means other things, like stuff, things. Anyways, it has quite a few meanings for sure. But lo mejor, this phrase here, lo mejor, means the best. In this situation, let's include thing because we don't have thing here. This is thing. Lo refers to the thing, something, it, okay? Lo mejor, the best thing. Porque, because. Hubo means there was, okay? Hubo mucha comida. There was a lot of food, okay? Hubo una tormenta. There was a storm. Una means a. Tormenta means storm. Okay, so that's very interesting. La tormenta, the storm. No hay, and then the whole phrase, no hay mal que por bien no venga. Okay, and that means it was a blessing in disguise. No haber ido al viaje fue lo mejor, porque hubo una tormenta. No hay mal que por bien no venga. Not going on the trip or to the trip was the best thing because there was a storm. It was a blessing in disguise. A little advanced, but it's not too difficult to understand what's going on here. Remember, guys, no hay mal que por bien no venga means, or it's similar to a blessing in disguise. It can be a long phrase. It's a long phrase, but just practice the pronunciation and then you will nail it for sure. No hay mal que por bien no venga. No hay mal que por bien no venga. Excellent. Any questions? Let's see your questions.